Hello everyone, welcome to the second video in my developer vlog, I still don't know what to call it, series where I am showcasing the progress on my video game project L.A.P.D 2195, which if you can't tell is going to be a spiritual successor to Future Cop L.A.P.D. Classic game by Electronic Arts. Anyways, so you will notice the world hasn't changed much, but what I've been working on recently is just getting some basic functionality up and running. So, last video, we didn't have any animation for our mech, so now we've actually got a working animation. It's only one animation so far, well, and a couple of poses for jetpacking. But so this is the walk cycle animation that Connor has been working on, and I've also added in functionality for running, but that's just using a sped up version of the walking animation, so it'll look vastly different by the time the game launches. But anyway, so we've got some movement. I also replaced the jetpack mesh. Before it was kind of more like a rocket engine on the back of the mech, and now you'll see it's obviously not finished yet, but there's a prototype for a dual jet engine, and changed the effect, so now you got more of like an R2-D2 style jet effect on the back as opposed to flames coming out. So I'm happy with that. And beyond the animations, I was also working on a weapons system. So I've been programming basically a master weapon system that I can use to make all sorts of different style of weapons. So you'll notice the mech itself. Let's see if we jump out of the vehicle here. You'll notice the mech itself has miniguns and these sort of cannons on the side. So I was working on. I didn't mean to do that yet, but there's our reveal of the rocket functionality. Now, something that's really cool about the rockets is normally when you're working with projectiles, you program it so that they fire outside of the gun muzzle area. So you'll see that the rockets actually look like they're coming out of the gun itself. But the problem with that is getting them to line up with the targeting reticle is a lot more difficult. Usually they'll just fire in a straight line. So I've actually got two systems in play here. I've got a line trace happening that's basically like an invisible laser that's shooting out from the center of the screen, and that's defining the target for the projectiles, and then the projectiles themselves are homing projectiles, so they actually magnetically, so to speak, move towards the target that's placed in the world. So you get actually perfect accuracy with your rockets. So if we wanted to target this sign here, you'll see that both rockets will hit that sign. And you get targeting no matter how far away the object that you're shooting is. I've also worked on sound effects, so the further away you are from the explosions, the quieter they are, which is just a nice little feature. So they get louder as you get closer. And then I've got the machine guns, which are really fun. So you'll notice I've just got a print string in the left corner there showing how much ammo you have for each gun. Let's reload our rockets here. And so you've got 90 rounds per minigun. So a total of 180 rounds coming out of this thing, and very rapid fire. And I also worked on a system for detecting the different material surfaces. So that was a lot of tedious work, and it's not 100% finished yet. I still have to add in, basically I have to go through and manually define what every texture, what type of material every texture in the world is. So at this moment, I only got as far as, I think, concrete down my alphabet list of asphalt, uh, and different various materials. I don't remember them all off the top of my head right now, but anyways, it's here in basic functionality to show off. So you'll notice as I switch between firing at different material types, you'll notice that the sound that plays will change subtly, and you'll also get different surface effects. So I got to just start here. Oh, whoops. That was a rocket. Let's try it with a machine gun. So that's a lot of fun. And you also get different decals placed on the world. So if we go look at our APC here now, you can see that they've got slightly different decal than you get on the asphalt as well as on the concrete. They change up. Granted, from from the position of a 10-foot tall mech, it's not as noticeable as you might think, but you know the rockets leave significantly different looking decals too. So depending on the surface that the weapon detects, it's going to change the effect. So that was fun to integrate. And of course, once these are actually defined as characters, you will actually get blood splatter, etc. From the humans. So this was just a quick look at the various different gangsters that are going to be in the game. So these are Unreal Marketplace assets that I purchased. So two different male variations, and with multiple different outfits that you can switch and color combinations. As well, I'm going to also be building a bunch of different mask types. So, you know, like this guy's wearing gas masks. We're going to have a huge variety of different helmets and masks that the different gangsters in the areas are going to be wearing to, you know, give them a unique look. So yeah, it's a short update this week, but it's some pretty good progress. I'm really happy with it so far. Next thing I'm going to be working on is, of course, actually getting these weapons to affect the world. So being able to blow up the APC, which the APCs are actually going to be an enemy type. So right now, what I'm building out is the slums area of the city. So we're going to have different different visual styles depending on which area of the city you're in. So when you're in the slums, it's going to look all run down and abandoned, you know, 21st century architecture. Once you get into the more fancy areas of town, that's when you're going to see more of a cyberpunk visual look. So to kind of emphasize the fact that, you know, this is future city, and you know, development has happened. It didn't just stagnate with the 21st century look here. But in the slums, you're going to see, because you know the gangs in those areas don't have as much money, they're going to be using older 21st century military tech. So you're going to see tanks, APCs, helicopters, that sort of thing. And then as you move into the you know, cyberpunk, more futuristic area, that's when you're going to see you know, hover vehicles, drones, and the like there. So it's going to have more of a sci-fi theme to it. And the gangsters themselves will also change in their visual style to look appropriate to the environment they're in. And don't worry, it's not going to just be a black dude and a white dude. dude and variants thereof. I've also got some female gangsters that are I'm working on that are going to be in the game at some point as well, and trying to cover all ethnicities. Yeah, everything's going to be there in a full wide gamut. Anyways, thanks so much for tuning in, guys. Look forward to the next video, and see you all soon. Be sure, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you didn't like it, please hit dislike so I can know. And if you haven't done so already, subscribe for the next developer vlog. All right. Thanks so much. Bye.